Hi people, it's me Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new book tag. This book tag is the Sour book tag inspired by Olivia Rodrigo's new album, and this book tag was created by Ace. I love her videos so much, so when I saw that she created this new book tag, I was so excited to participate because her videos and her content is so lovely and it's so wonderful. So with that, I will leave her original video as well as her channel in the description box below, because you should totally subscribe to her if you haven't already, because like I said, she makes great quality content and we love to see it. So yeah, here we go. The first question is called Deja Vu. Name a retelling better than its original. Honestly, I don't have an answer for this one because first of all, I don't read retellings that often, and second of all, when I do, typically it's when I have little to no knowledge of the original story. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I tend to enjoy retellings more when I have little to no knowledge of the original story, because then I don't have expectations. Or rather, I do have expectations, but I don't have as high of expectations. So yeah, and then the plot is very unexpected and I have no idea what's going to happen, and it's all very nice and fun and wonderful. So with that, I don't really have an answer for this one because I can't think of anything where the retelling was better than the original, because like when I think of stories where I have more knowledge of the original story, I would say that that book is equally as good to its original story. Like for example, Cinderella is Dead. So anyway, that's my answer. The next question is good for you. Name a book with an ending that you didn't like. The first book that comes to mind is called Finale. This book is the last book in the Caraval trilogy. I read this book like 3 years ago or something like that, and I don't really remember exactly what happened in the last book in this trilogy, but I do remember that I was very disappointed by this ending, and this book is the reason why the Caraval trilogy did not show up in my video that I made about my favorite trilogies of all time, because this book was unfortunately a disappointment. However, with that said, I will be reading Stephanie's next book, which I think comes out in September of this year, if I'm not mistaken, which is set in the same universe but follows different characters. But anyway, Finale disappointed me, so there's that. Next question is called Brutal. Name a book that has a not like other girls character. The first book that comes to mind is called The Nature of Witches. I know I just talked about this book in my last recent reads video, so I apologize for the redundancy. But anyway, if you didn't know, this book is a YA fantasy contemporary that follows a young girl who's not like other girls in her community because she is an Everwitch, which is a rare witch whose magic is connected to all 4 of the seasons instead of just one, so it's up to her to help save the universe. Well, she's only saving the world, not the entire universe, but anyway, basically in this world, the witches help control the atmosphere, so lately the atmosphere has gotten a bit out of control, and she's the only one that can help get the atmosphere back to normal, so essentially, she's kind of like the avatar of the world, you know? So basically, this book is so good, and it's so underrated. The main character is also sapphic. We love to see it. So with that, I would highly recommend this book because it was absolutely so awesome. So yeah. Anyway, the next question is called Favorite Crime. Name a character that has sacrificed lots for their partner. I don't have an answer for this one. I wish I did, but I literally cannot think of anything. So yeah, there you have it. The next question is called Hope You're Okay. Name a book that gave you an indescribable amount of pain, but like good pain. The last book that made me cry 4 times was Hazel in the Deep Blue Sea. This book is one of my favorites from this year, and it was absolutely so good. Like I said, it made me cry 4 times, which means that I was clearly so emotionally connected to the characters, and I was so emotionally invested in everything that was happening. If you didn't know, this book is a middle-aged sapphic contemporary, and it's so wonderful and it's so lovely and it's absolutely so incredible, and I clearly rated it 5 stars, which is why it's one of my favorite books of this year, because I only rate my favorite books 5 stars. Anyway, so basically, this book was so good, and I would highly recommend it. So, the next book on this list is called One Step Forward, Three Steps Back, which, fun fact, is one of my least favorite songs from the album, unpopular opinion. But anyway, the prompt is, name a book that you have a love-hate relationship with. I don't think I have any. I really don't think I have any books that I have a love-hate relationship with. Like, there are many books that I have mixed feelings about, but I wouldn't say that that's a love-hate relationship. You know what I mean? So I feel like I don't really have one, because if I truly love a book, there's nothing that I hate about it, and if I hate something about a book, then I don't love anything about it. Am I making this question too complicated? Is that not what a love-hate relationship is? Anyway, the last question is driver's license. Name a book that you wanted to finish and love, but didn't. I have a book for this list that I immediately thought of the moment that I saw this question, and it goes like this. I unfortunately DNF'd this book last month. I almost said last year, but I mean last month, because this book only came out like a month ago. Anyway, I DNF'd this book because I realized halfway through that I wasn't really emotionally connected to any of these characters, meaning that I didn't really care about what was happening, and I was also kind of confused by the timeline because there were so many flashbacks in this story, because it was like explaining like how they got there, you know what I mean? Because it follows these 4 former band members who must band together again. I don't remember why they're reuniting at all, but anyway, I didn't love this book as much as I was really expecting to, which was kind of disappointing because I was really looking forward to this book because it sounded so good. Unfortunately, the execution wasn't as good as the concept, so that was disappointing. Anyway, there you have it. There's the sour book tag. So yeah, if you haven't participated in this tag, I tag you. Consider yourself tagged. I understand that there are 2 versions of this book tag, but I decided to do this one because this one is the one that I first heard of myself, but I understand that there's a different version of this book tag from Bookstagram. But anyway, I will leave the original book tag that I got these questions from in the description box below, like I mentioned earlier. So yeah, if you enjoy this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up, donate to Palestine, comment down below the tree emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!